Hola, people. Hello and welcome. How's it going? It's been like 5,000 years. Hello, Araceli. Good to see you. How's it going? Oh my goodness. It's been like forever, forever. Um, I hope you are all doing well. I'm doing well. I'm tired, but I'm still doing well. I We're just going to shoot the shit, y'all. We're gonna have fun. Hello, Holly, Dragon Dancer. Hello, hola. I'm gonna tell you about something that I've been working on, and I'm just going to, we're gonna have fun with it. So if you want to talk about anything specific today, feel free. But I'm gonna get into a project that I've been working on, y'all. And for anyone who has ordered poppets from me, a lot of those should be sent out tomorrow. I think I have one or two that might be sent out first of next week. This summer has been super crazy. I've been watching my nieces, helping my sister with daycare and such. So that's a chore. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun. I've been busy, but fun. So I hope that y'all been having fun, busy or not busy, whatever it is that you want. So let's just get into it. I have been wanting to create a new Oracle deck for a long time. If I have so many variations of the Metamorphosis Oracle, my Metamorphosis Oracle, but I've been contemplating and outlining different decks that I wanted to birth into this world. And it has to be something that I can work with, like when I do our dailies, when I read, it has to be something that I'm comfortable with and that we can have a conversation. It can flow really well. It's something that I work with all the time, and I work with I work with my Metamorphosis Oracle all the time. And so I wanted to create something new because I'm not that same person. And energy shifts, energy changes. I love my Metamorphosis, but I'm like, there's something else that needs to be birthed. And it's Thorn Oracle because Black Thorn. And I didn't feel like saying Black Thorn Oracle. I don't know. It just didn't sound right. And when I think of a thorn, I think of a Sleeping Beauty, like the spindle. Also, when I think of a thorn, I think of stupid lemon trees. Oh my gosh. We have a lemon tree, and I just think of anything sharp and pointy, honestly. But lemon trees is the points. Have you ever been like stabbed by one? Like, oops, trying to take a little selfie, and then bam, your head goes into the damn lemon tree, and that is not cute. It hurts. But it made me think about all kinds of like harshness, but also when you get pricked, that doesn't sound right. But when you get pricked, when you get like by the lemon tree, by a little spindle, whatever it is, when you prick your finger, whatever, it kind of stops. Like you stand still for a moment and you think. And I don't know. There's just something I loved about like that sort of vibe that I wanted to include in this deck. And if I glitch out a little bit, I apologize. My working computer blew up. A while ago, and so I'm working to replace that. So I'm working on a laptop, which I'm grateful for, but it's a little slow. But I was just thinking, you know what? A lot of Oracle decks are happy-go-lucky, and that's no different with mine. But I wanted to include more. Life isn't just happy. Life has pain, life has struggle, life has challenge. And yeah, we get enough of that. We've had enough of that for the last several years, but that's just life. It's a process. And through those challenges, through that pain, that heart hurt, those relationships, we learn so much about ourselves, about what we actually want in reality, everything. And so I'm like, okay, I can work with all of this because this is what I'm processing. And so, yeah, that's where this Oracle deck. And if you click the link in the description, I put a few cards up. Um, it's really cute. And I'm not an artist, y'all. Like, I'm not a visual artist in the sense where I can create cute pictures. Like I just can't. That's not me. And I also don't have the resources yet to hire an artist to do that for me. So I create art with my words, right? I create art with words. I love words. I love learning. I love talking, and I love I'll show you my old like the Metamorphosis deck. So, like with the Metamorphosis deck, I have two, you know, big keywords like the hag, shocking, and then I have little keywords. Okay. Um. Oh dang it. Well, I'll fix that up. I'll have to fix it somehow. But yeah, so I have keywords at the top, like this is the card, this is like the major thing about it, and then I have little keywords. And what I like about keywords or just phrases or situations, whatever, um, as someone who uses divination on the daily, it's more a conversation that we have with ourselves and our spirits, right? And so when I see something, I look at the hag and I'm like, okay, what comes to mind? The hag is very powerful. But the hag is also so ancient and so raw, right? And what are these keywords? What stands out? What questions do I need to ask myself? What is coming up today? So we will all have different perceptions of each card. And that's what I like about how I create. That's what I really appreciate about the having an oracle deck that has these these headings and then these smaller keywords or phrases. And they are there to sort of pull something out from us, for us to ask ourselves questions, for us to be aware of, okay, this is coming up in life, like this situation is coming up. And um I have, I think I have in the deck, this deck, there's the siren, right? Sirens. And so, what do I think of when I think of sirens? Maybe trance work, because the siren song, again, it's all about questions and contemplation, meditation, and it's really fun. And so, like with the sirens, like I think of the siren story, and that's another thing. I'm all over the place, I know, but let me know if you're with me. That's another thing I appreciate, because these cards help us to think, and then we get to research. And I think that's so important, like researching on our own, doing the work for ourselves, and kind of figuring out, putting things together. And so, like, what do I know of sirens? What do I know of the siren mythology, right? Maybe not that much. Let me do a little research. And then as we read about the siren, as we read about their song, as we read about that information, we're like, wow, this this actually does apply to my life. This is how I feel. And it could be we are on either side of it. Are we calling someone to us? Are we what is it that we are attracting? Siren song. What is it that we are attracting to us? And is it something that is in alignment with us? Like, do we really want this? Or by our voice, by our words, by our power, is it something we don't want to experience? And so we have to ask ourselves those questions, right? And that's what I really like about the way that I work and the way that I share. There's 76 cards. There's 76 cards because I just keep creating. So there's 76 cards in this deck. And we have angels. Yes, angels. I used to work a lot with angels. I used to. So I was thinking Thorn Oracle, me. I need to make this personal because I'm going to be working with it all the time, and I want to share something with people that's going to tackle things from several different angles, because that's life, and that's where, when we have an oracle deck or a tarot deck that I love, when it's so focused on one concept, um, it hinders things for me at times, not always. But I like to, like, I'm all over the place. Like, I work with crystals, I work with herbs, I work with oils, I work with spirits, I work with this, that, and that, as we develop in our practice and our spirituality, in life, we have so many, like, different roles or masks that we wear or play, whatever. And so that's life to me. And so we have angels, we have spirits or entities. I have crystals, a little bit of crystals, not a lot, because that can be a whole. I have very minimal crystals. There's a few crystals, but I also include like sugar, like double terminated. Like, what does it mean for a crystal to be double terminated? You know, you have a point on either end, and so you have energy that flows. So it can connect something, it can distribute something. So we have like blah blah blah, double terminated. We have a generator tower, and I would love to show you, but I'm scared to like share anything else because my screen might freeze, and I'm just like not having that today. So we have generator tower, we have cluster. We are public. Yes, this is a public video. I'm letting everyone know about all this stuff because it's wonderful, it's exciting, and I love it, and I'm excited to share it with you. So we have angels. I didn't include demons, not because I'm like scared of them or that I'm like anti-demon. I just didn't feel that it was appropriate for where I was going with this concept of the deck. So that's something for later. It's stored for later. Angels, spirits, entities. We have crystals and like shapes and such with the crystals. I have colors. Colors. What else do I have? I'm trying to think of everything that I included. Herbs, resin, herbs, resins, plant, like flowers, florals. There's a few of those. Sugar. And I had a whole thing of miscellaneous. And that the miscellaneous is fun. The miscellaneous is fun. Yeah, like with protection, I don't think I have a specific protection card, but there's like light armor, medium armor, heavy armor, and if you all game, you know. But still, it's like, okay, when we have light armor, we have a specific approach. When medium armor comes up in our lives, there's another approach. When heavy armor, like heavy protection, comes up, there's another approach. So I'm like, okay, protection isn't just one sided. You know, there's so many layers to protection, and this is how we're going to handle it. So fun, so fun. um Oh my gosh, there's so much I want to share. But yeah, it's going to be a really fun Oracle deck. And if you can't click the link yet, I'll pull it up later. So I don't freeze my computer. I'm like so nervous about freezing it. But yeah, I'll share it with you. Let me see. Let me try. If you have any thoughts, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm gonna try to pull it up. Um, I'm scared. Let's see if I can do this. Don't freeze. I don't think it froze. Okay. Yes, pre-order. Okay, good. Well, I got it. I got you covered. And hello, Kelly. And Aura. Yes. Um, any thoughts, any questions, any I'm just excited. And the deck does not come with a let me see, where is it? I have it somewhere, y'all. Promise. Right here. I have yarn everywhere. It does not come with a flimsy ass box. The boxes are flimsy as fuck, let's be honest. They're not great. They're not great. And I'm like, I'm not gonna spend like $3 for this damn box when it's shit. Just not going to do it. I appreciate it, but no. So I'm going to actually buy bags to put the decks in. So these set of cards will come with a bag. A bag, yes. So it's gonna be fun. And everything I do, like I bless, I charge, I pray over, like I imbue it with magic and no, I'm so like I am so devastated. I have no idea where the Metamorphosis Oracle, like my end, like my copies, the images and how I created, I don't know where it is. I was going to try and re-release it because I'm raising money to replace my computer. It's my work, so that's gonna be yeah, it's gonna be something. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll re-release the Metamorphosis Oracle, but I can't. I'm like so devastated because it should have been in my working stuff and it's not. And it might have been on the computer that blew up, but it should have been on another thing, like a software program that I have that I can access like all over the place, but it's not. So I'm like, okay, maybe that's a sign. That's a sign that that's just done. And I've already tried to retrieve the information on this on my yeah, hard drive. It's not happening. It's not happening. So yeah, um, I'm trying to think of everything else. There's miscellaneous. There's angels. There's spirits. There's entities, um, and some. Uh, oh, thank you. Yes, it's not fun. It's not fun, and yeah, it's not fun. But it's okay because we'll get there. We'll get a new computer replaced, and I'll be back in action, and all good. So 76 cards. Ooh, another thing. So I had this image of the backs, like the color scheme that I wanted. I found an image that really represented what I love. Um, but it was a big image. And so there are three sections, like the deck is divided into three, sort of, and you have the sequence of the image. So like you have so many cards, I think it's 25, 26, whatever, that have one specific back, but then the other section of cards has this neck, like the middle section of the image that I love, and then the third section of cards has, the third piece of the image. Does that make sense? I did not share the artwork for the back yet, and I don't think I'm going to. That's going to be a surprise, but I will tell you, it's green. I've been feeling the greens lately. It's green, and it complements the face of the card. I didn't want to have all green everywhere. I wanted something that would complement, and I think I found it. Hope. But another thing, it's cute. It's cute. Wait, you'll see. It's cute. So with my Metamorphosis deck, a lot of people, I like the fact that the other keywords aren't as intense or bright, but some people had trouble reading them. I did it that way with the Metamorphosis Oracle because those were the secondary keywords. Okay, those were the secondary keywords, and it's like, okay, my dominant thought should be, okay, this is the hag, it's shocking, and then look at the secondary keywords, not as intense. But I'm like, okay, this is different. This is a different sort of working. This is a different sort of deck. And so the keywords are going to stand out. So the phrases on some of the cards, uh, all of it, it's brighter than the Metamorphosis deck. So where that's a little more subtle, the other will be brighter for sure. um I'm trying to think. And I don't shy away from uncomfortable topics. I don't think I have anything on cursing, but it's not really about that. It's more about life. It's more about how we process life. It's more in line with, these are spirits, these are concepts, these are energies. It's not good or bad. Sometimes life is painful. I did make a card that was Blackthorn, and I think the key word there, the big keyword, is pain. So it's not like down in the dumps either. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna be so depressed when I get this Oracle deck. It's so depressing, right? No, it's gonna be fun. It's exciting for me. But it's just, I don't know, it's life. There's love, there's connection, relationships, there's building, like building blocks. there's different variations of color, and what color offers us, like what kind of energy this color represents. And there's different expressions of like herbs, and florals. There's a lot of stuff. I'm trying to think of anything else that I wanted to share. Cost. Let's talk cost, because a lot of people get uncomfortable when they talk about money, and I'm not going to be that person. I don't care, because I think it's important for everyone to know. And it's okay if it's okay if you are not able to afford something, right? I can't afford certain things. And so it's okay, but that doesn't mean that what the asking price is not okay, right? So the deck is, let's be honest, the deck I'm saying is going to be 60 shipped in the US only. Um and that's reasonable for a deck, I feel, that is produced like this. It's not like mass produced. And so more, probably more than half of that cost is going to production. So it's like a lot of people say, "Oh, it's 60, you're getting $60." And it's like, "No, I wish. That would be nice." I would be like, "Okay, come on, let's do this. That'd be fun." But no, a lot of that money is going into paying for production, so the cards themselves. It's going into paying for the bag that the cards will come in. It's paying for shipping, because it's going to ship here. I will ship to you. It's paying for shipping materials, how much, everything. And y'all, it adds up. And I always do this. I try to make it more cost effective all the time. And I end up spending more on my end. I end up losing out, and I can't do that right now. I don't want to do that, period. But like, I can't. I have to think of like all of these other things, and then like PayPal has their fees. Everyone has their fee. You know what I mean? And so overhead is, yes, people don't understand, and it's okay, because like I didn't understand until I was in the position to understand. And that's why it's like I don't mind talking about it. It's not like I'm making a huge profit, but I have to make sure that I make a profit, because I have a computer that I need to get and bills to pay. You know what I mean? So there's nothing wrong with that. That's my business. Um and so yeah, it is going to be 60 shipped. And I like it. I like it. I really do. And I don't, and I'm not just saying that. And oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. I forgot to share like the most important thing. This is this is a collaborative venture. It was co-created with me and my partner. I was gonna say in crime, but there's really no crime, nothing like that. My partner, Wayward Wearables, Michael, the other Michael to this Michael. Um, he helped too. It's more because, and I have a huge idea. I have a lot of stuff thinking ahead. This is more me, my vibration, my energy. And then Wayward Wearables has some pieces in it as well. So there's a little bit of him, and he helped me come up with certain cards and concepts and keywords. And so we worked together to create this. So I think that's actually a pretty cool thing, because for those of you who know, the Metamorphosis deck was created when I went through like a breaking up of sorts, uncomfortable situation, right? Relationship stuff. And then this deck is like, we're in a really good relationship. And I'm not just saying that, obviously relationships take effort, but we're in a good place. And I find that that's pretty cool. My second, well, the second deck, from Metamorphosis, is a total different vibe. So yes, yeah, it is. It's you don't think about it, and people don't think about. Well, hello, Mary. There's nothing. I mean, there's something exciting. I'm sharing. I created a new Oracle deck, but I'm not doing anything fun where doing readings or anything. But yeah, overhead is crazy. People don't consider like the gas, like your wear and tear on your car, your gas when you go get stuff, or you have to go to post office, um or bubble wrap is pricey, y'all. Have you priced bubble wrap lately? Sugar. Oh my gosh, like bubble wrap, all of those little things that I love to make, to be to include in the experience. All of that. Uh because I'm rambling. That's why it's fun. I'm just a rambler, y'all. I'm a rambler. But I'm trying to think of anything else I want to share with you. But it's going to be a great deck. I oh, okay, here. Um I ordered my copy of the deck so it can be here so I can see it. Since I am used to working with this and all of this stuff, you know since I'm working with this, and oh my god, you guys, I'm so excited to be here with y'all. I've missed everyone. I'm like, it's just blah. Let me slow down a little. The software that I work with, I'm used to working with, so I know most of how things are going to fit and look. And so I've ordered myself a copy, so it can be here so I can speed up the process. Production, depending on how many people are asking to for their stuff to produce, um all of that will vary. Right now, where my spot is in the queue, right, um I should have my deck shipped to me first second week of September, so I'll have it that following week. And so pre-orders are going to end, I think I said September 13th. That's when I'll stop pre-orders, and I'll tally everything up, and then I will be able to, look at the cards, what needs to be altered, if anything. I don't think the last deck I did, or the last expression of Metamorphosis, I didn't have to alter anything. So there's that. So with luck, I really want everyone to have this by Samhain. I really do. Like, that's my hope, my goal, but I don't know if it's going to be a reality. And I can't tell you definitely, just because I don't know production. That's like, I know what I'm capable of. I'm on my end, what I can take care of. But when you send it off to printer, to be produced and all of that, then you just wait. I don't like waiting, but that's what's going to happen. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited. So I'm really looking forward to you receiving this. When I'm only doing US orders right now because I don't know how much it will cost to ship elsewhere. But when I have it in my hand, I will be able to, uh, do all the stuff, figure out how much with everything, the weight of everything, and how much that's going to cost to ship elsewhere. So if anyone outside the US wants to purchase a copy, and I do recognize price, it's just, annoying. Um, yeah, always do everything I can to make sure shipping costs are oh, shut up, Jay. Damn it. Um so I always try to make sure shipping costs are as least expensive as possible without jeopardizing quality. But yeah, that's where we're at. And Mercury retrograde, of course, but Mercury, I don't know. Sometimes Mercury loves me. Sometimes, not often, not often, but sometimes. So yeah, I have a new Oracle deck that I've co-created with Wayward Wearables. Um, yeah, I'm excited to share it with you. There's a lot of cool. There's a lot of cool. The deck is green. Shit, you know it. Yes, you can't see it, but I have like a little Mercury altar over here. You know, I just put Mercury oil on too before I started. Shoot. Yes, it is green. I another thing that's not included in this deck are like the phases of the moon, like moon phases. I'm like, you know what? I did that with Metamorphosis, and I'm not going to include moon phases in this. There's no chakras. There's other stuff, but no chakras either. Because I did that with Metamorphosis. And this feels different. This feels it needs different energy, different medicine. And so moon phases are definitely going to be a part of something I do, but that's in the future. And yeah, I'm just really excited and happy to share this with you. So I'm taking pre-orders now, and they will end on September. Um, Oh my gosh, I've been September 13th. Sorry, I get carried away. I love green. Like I'm a blue person. I love my blues. I do love blues, but lately I've just been really into the greens. And when you see the backs of these cards, you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, how cute." You're gonna love it. You're just going to. I know it. But the color scheme is cute. I love it. Very vintage. If you click the link in the description, there's like 3 cards. I didn't want to give everything away. Oh my goodness. I mean, 3 out of 76. I guess that's not a lot. So maybe I'll update some more later. But I put my name all over the damn cards, watermark or whatever. But that will be gone, obviously. But yeah, it's called Thorn Oracle, and it's definitely an oracle for. It really is an oracle deck for healing. It is an oracle deck healing the human experience almost. It's understanding ourselves more. It's processing our everything, our pain, our hurt, our love, our frustration, our excitement, and it's a deck also that is asking us to work with these energies. We're not alone, and so it is important that we understand we don't have to, and we don't walk alone. We're not here alone. We are in this together, and there's so much more that we may not see that we are a part of. And it's like when we work with this deck, it's like, oh, there's energy everywhere. There's essence everywhere in plants, in colors, in how I engage with the world. All of these things are working together for an experience. And I'm a part of that. I'm not separate from that. I am actually a part of this. So, angels, gods, all of it. No, it does not. And this is why. And I thank you for asking that. It does not come with instructions. I don't I just don't. I don't offer that. I can maybe eventually do like a series. I'll try maybe a series of videos on the cards. But no, and this is why, because when it comes to divination, a lot of people just throw the little white booklet out. I don't. I like reading. I like to see where the perceptions are coming from. But a lot of people don't even read the book, you know? And the way that my oracles are created, you don't right, you really don't need instructions with the deck, because here's a concept, here's a name. Let me think about this. What does this name mean to me? What does this color mean to me? What are these keywords saying to me? Like, how does it make me feel? What comes up? And that helps sort of like inspire a response within you. And then you're like, okay, cool. This is what's going on. This is what I feel from this deck. So I don't like to have like booklets come with it, and that's not me being lazy. It's just me being understanding of what divination is and how it's different to each and every one of us. I don't want to tell you how your experience should be. I don't want to tell you that. I mean, I guess I kind of am when I put the keywords up, but like, I don't want to tell you that this is how you should interpret this card. It's a conversation. It's a starting point. Like, okay, this comes up, like the hag, in Metamorphosis. It used to be so overwhelming to me because I had a very intense, slightly negative experience with the hag, but I've learned so much and I've grown that now when I see it, I don't think negative. I think, oh my God, but I don't really think like, oh, this is bad. Not anymore. And so as we grow as people, as we learn from our experiences, we perceive things differently. And so that's why I feel it's so important for you to just have the deck and it's a conversation that you have with yourself, with your spirits, with your guides, with your clients, or the people you're reading for. um it's a conversational piece, and everything changes when we change. Does that make sense? Oh shoot, there are. Oh my god, I was like so embarrassed. Like a couple of the cards, I'm like, it's all white. It's like all words. I'm like, oh my god, I have to change. No, I can't change it because that needs to be there. I'm like, I don't care if it's kind of like a little messy or whatever. It's right. This is what's needed, and I'm keeping it that way. Yeah, and that's another thing. When we can get out of our sort of intuitive zone or our divination mode, um when we're like, oh shit, I'm blocked. Like I don't know what this card means. I need to go get my book, or I have to, or my book's right here. Let me flip through it. Sometimes, like especially starting out, um, it can be overwhelming. And then we're like, oh my gosh, we feel nervous. We get really hot. We're sweating. We're like, oh my God, they can see that I'm nervous. Oh my gosh, what are they going to do? And then it gets more like, oh my gosh, the perception or judgment or opinion of client or other and not me. And we freak out, which, I've done that. I do it often. And this makes it more fluid. It helps you because all the words or all that information you really need is on the card. And so, like, if you get taken back or if you get taken off, like, out of alignment, you can then just look at the card, like, touch the card, look at it, and just, what keyword stands out? Oh, it says this. What does this mean? This situation requires you to slow down. It's one of the cards, I think. This situation requires you to slow down. Slow, okay. I need to pace myself. And obviously, this card is expressing like it's time to not be so intense. What does slowing down mean? And it will mean different things to different people. Slowing down for me might be, instead of doing 50 things at once, do 49. For you, it might be like, instead of doing 100 things at once, do 50, you know? And so that's what I really love about the way I work. They're just, it's energy, it's words, it's there to help stimulate thought, stimulate conversations. And yeah, I just love it. Did I say I loved it? I do. I love it. I'm excited for it. And I just can't wait because when I get it, I'm going to show y'all. When I get it here, even my working copy, um, yes. Yes. It is. It is like that sort of like hint. Like, okay. And by doing that, I feel like these cards are more empowering. I don't want to my mission is not to take your power or to make you think that I have the. Oh no, did I freeze? Am I frozen? I froze. Am I back? Can you hear me? Am I frozen? I'm not frozen on this end. Sugar. So I'm gonna wait a second. I'm back. Hello, hello. I'm gonna wrap this up. Oh, good. I'm like probably like having my eyes and all crazy. Like, they always freeze on the most like just disgusting faces. So it is my mission always to empower. I don't want you to think that I have the power. I mean, I do have the power, but like, I don't want you to think that I have the power and you don't. We have this power. We have this opportunity. We are working together. We are doing this. It's not just me. I can't do what I do without you. You know what I mean? And so it is so important for me to create with that mindset. I always want to help people to feel empowered. I don't want to be destructive in that sense. I want to help, and I want to be of service, and I want to share, I want to encourage, and I want to be a part of a solution, you know? And that is so important to me. I can't say that's always been important to me, but growing and looking back, it is beyond important to me now. And these cards do that. They allow you to look at something, know that it is a part of a divination process. That divination process requires you and your life experience, your process, your space. And as you look at these cards, they help you to grow because you get to have that conversation. You can look at these cards. What does this mean to me? You might like a certain color and I may not like it. So when I see that color, I'm like, oh, I recognize I might have work to do with that concept, the concept of the that color, what it expresses, right? And you might be excited about it. So maybe you, depending on situation, you might see it and you might realize like, oh, this is very easy for you. There might be some like sort of like challenging things about this color energy that you need to address because it's just so you're on the surface, right? So everyone is different. We're all different, and the way we respond to energy and the way we see things, depending on our upbringing, our programming, life, all of it is going to help us become better when we work with cards, when we work with these cards, any cards, but I'm talking about mine. So I like that. And that's kind of how it's been focused because when I get a concept for a deck, I channel a lot. I listen to what needs to be present. Okay, angels needed to come through in this deck. Okay, what angels? Different angels or whatever. Like what angels needed to be presented. And then when I have that angel, I'm like, okay, let me this sounds kind of pervy, I guess. Let me feel you. Let me feel your energy, your essence, and what is needed to be expressed here. What can I share? How can I best be of service with this energy? Because again, when you're talking about spirits, entities, angels, there's so many different, qualities to them, so many ways to tackle it. I have to listen to the vibration, feel the vibration, listen to the energy, listen to whatever's coming up and say, this is how this energy needs to be initially expressed in this card. And when I say initially expressed, because you might be really into different systems that have different expressions of the angels. And so when you get that card, you will have more knowledge that you can work with, but it will still hold the integrity of the current vibration of the card. So you'll say, okay, yeah, this is a part of this angel, and my understanding can be brought into this, and I can co create with that message, right? And so your spirits, your guides, your allies, your ancestors come through so well when you're working with something like this. Because again, it is you tapping into that frequency. It is you reaching out and you are having that conversation. It's not you looking at a card and saying, okay, what did the creator say? Or what am I supposed to think about this? And I think that's another reason I'm gonna finish up soon. Sorry, I'm so rambly, but I think that's another reason why it becomes easier for you to converse with spirits or your allies or ancestors with a deck like this because it's really focused on your experience. It's really focused on what it means to you. And so instead of trying to get into the head of a creator, an artist, or a specific system, it's just allowing your psychic self, your space to come through and to be received. Um yeah. That's it. So yeah, pre-order when you can, um, when you are able, and know that I'm really grateful. I really am. I can't wait to share this with you. And if you know anyone who might be interested, share with them. You know, we got to get us a new computer, y'all. But that is what a part of the reason why I was like, okay, let's do this. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for the right time to create a deck. right? To create another one. And the last time it was like, oh wow, you went through something, you went through pain, you went through hurt, you went through something intense. You can't wait. Don't wait for someone to create for you. Create for yourself. And as I worked through each card in the Metamorphosis Oracle, it helped me to heal. It helped me to process. And there's a lot of healing in that deck. Um, and then shoot, Kelly, you would have to have a local occult store to begin with. Um, yeah, and then with this deck, it was like, oh, it's funny because my computer busted. Other things happened, and so again, I got that sort of whisper. It's time. It's time for you to do not the deck that I was planning on doing, but it's time for you to create another. It's time for you to focus your energy because you've been thinking about it. You've been having inspiration, but now I'm putting you in a space where you have to. And I was like, I don't know if I like your tone of voice. I don't know if I like that. Shoot, talking to me like that. Who do you think you are? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's how the conversation goes. But then I was like, okay, let's do this. I can. I'm used to this. I like this. I am passionate about this, and I know that it will serve well to whoever will receive it. And that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Yeah, I don't have any local occult stores. I wish. I wish. I would love to have I don't even know. I don't know anymore. I used to want one. Purple hair. I like that. So cute. Um, yeah. I don't know. So, anyways, y'all, that's I am apprehensive about that one. I try not to engage with certain. I don't know. It's hard because everyone has some sort of like uh, mm, drama around them. Um, Aw, bless. I do. I love purples. I love color. I do. Uh aw, I love it. So with that being said, y'all, this is what I wanted to talk about in the video. New project. I have the deck, new my new Thorn Oracle deck. The link is in the description. You can pre-order it up until September 13th. I've finished the deck. It's created. I am waiting for my tester copy so I can see anything that I need to alter, and then once pre-orders are finalized, I will be able to start organizing and purchasing the bulk purchase of the decks, and then I can buy the bags that they will go in as well. And then when they get here, boom, I will bless, I will charge, I will do all the good things, and I will send them to you. So pre-order when you're able. Um, shoot, I hear you. I hear you. And I feel it. But yeah, you have time. You have time. Put a little away here and there. You have till September. You have like a month, a little more than a month. But yeah, I really do appreciate it. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I've missed everyone. I love talking to you. I want to do this more. So hopefully, when I replace this computer, I will. I do on Patreon, patreon.com/the Deviant Witch. I do daily videos, daily tarot. I do other stuff as well, daily posts. You're more than welcome to check me out on Patreon as well. I do have a Discord that I will share later today for you to access if you want. It's slow right now, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with slow. But I'm around if you ever want to chat. Feel free to reach out, and I will. Yeah, I will definitely, Brenda. I'll let you know. I'll let you know when I know the shipping process. But yeah, thank you all so much. I really do appreciate you, and I enjoy our time together. And yeah, when you can, pre-order the deck and let people know about it. And you can get a feel for, if you have a Metamorphosis deck, you know what it's going to look like in a sense. And you can go to the link and they'll show you a few cards of what I have there. So, with that being said, y'all take care, enjoy, and all the wonderful love and blessings and excitement and adventure to you. All right? Ciao.